では努力だけではどうやっても越えられぬ壁を見せてやろう。
Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So today we're going to go ahead and take a look at LR Great Ape Vegeta. LR Great Ape Vegeta, I think, can be a very impressive unit. But, okay, so like this is a good turn to show where he would be good. If you would go into any stage in the game, EZA, Red Zone, Super Battle Road, Battlefield, anything, and the enemies are doing this, you're in a good spot, right? Where, like, they're not attacking right away. Because the issue with this Vegeta and why his design is just very, very horrible, poor, awful. So, he gets 3 key 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gets 60% attack and defense on Super. He gets another 60% defense on 18 key Super, right? So, it's like he really wants to be supering before he's going to take damage. But then he gets an additional 3 key and 30% attack when guard is activated. So when he gets hit. So do you see the issue? When you're not fighting a Goku, and when you're not running something like this GT Vegeta, who's Great Ape Vegeta's best linking partner, right? To activate all these links, including, let's see, so his link set, Saiyan Warrior Race, Royal Lineage, over 9,000, Transform, Saiyan Roar, Shattering Limit, Legendary Power. When we are running a normal team that's not going to have characters with Transform and stuff like that, you know, you're probably not going to run many, there's not many Shattering the Limit characters you're probably going to be running in the top tier content. These days, it's all fierce. Like, let me just take a quick glance. Are there, like, top tier characters besides, like, this guy or Kaioken Goku? No, not really. It's, yeah, it's like version Z Goku, Kaioken Goku, and this guy. For the most part, right? Like, there's going to be some here and there. You know, like, Janembu is pretty good. But for the most part, right, like, you're running fierce battle setups when you're going into very difficult content. Remember that the free-to-play LR Ginyu Force do not have Shattering Limit. And I guess LR SCR Vegito Blue does, so he's another one that will have it. But Shattering Limit hurts both Kaioken Goku and Great Ape Vegeta. But the problem with Great Ape Vegeta, again, is when we're not fighting a Goku enemy, and, you know, we're not putting him in slot 1 to get that extra key, I've found that this guy struggles for key. Just the 3 key he gets at the start of turn is not enough. Because remember, the intro animation gives Vegeta 3 key and a 60% attack buff for the entire fight. So it is a really big deal. Alright, so this is, again, it's a very strong rotation for Great Ape Vegeta. This is no support, but we have some good links activated for him. Great Ape Vegeta doesn't really have a built-in perfect, like, friend for himself the way Goku does. Okay, that's good. I'll take the 8 million with the level of defense this guy has after he supers, right? The problem, though, is that Vegeta doesn't have built-in additionals or crits or anything like that. It just, to me, feels like Vegeta was just not given enough. Alright, so his defense was debuff. We want to keep that. I mean, it doesn't really matter for this guy because it's like the thing with this Vegeta is almost all of his defense is coming when he supers anyway, so we're not going to see what it actually is looking like most of the time. But I don't know, man. This Great Ape Vegeta can help, but I just think that, like, you know, the setups that would be good for him and stuff like that, I'm not the biggest fan. I think many other characters this year are just been a lot better. Dokkan in 2022, I think the character designs have really been spot on. There's not many that I would say are just really not that great, right? I think Great Ape Vegeta is poor. Raditz, of course, is the worst premium unit ever, right? Like, it's like that. But most of the characters are good and have a lot of viability compared to Great Ape Vegeta here. Alright, this is a very big turn. So we are getting 50% support from King Vegeta right here. But so far I'm getting unlucky. I guess this is another factor of this guy, right? Is that because the first slot is not getting attacked, we are having no chances whatsoever to activate his start of turn attack buff, or the attack buff when he gets hit, right? We're not able to hit that. 9.66 right there. And again, he could get hit one more time to activate an extra 30% attack, which I think it's a multiplicative buff. So it's like it's gonna be a lot of extra damage when he gets hit, right? But You know, there's just so many factors working against this guy. To me, it's just like a supreme bummer because it's like you look at kind of like the flaws of Grade 8 Vegeta, and then Kaioken Goku has like none of it, right? Like, you know, he's got some weak links as well. I guess that's similar. Both of them are on a million bad teams where they'll be helpful no matter what. They have that as well. One thing about Grade 8 Vegeta, too, is that, remember, his 18 key super attack is an AoE. Which, I mean, I guess if you're going to take him into giant form, extreme super battle road, you know, Vegeta can certainly help you sweep that stage pretty easily. But I would much rather... dude, get rid of the... If they would make him a lot better, get rid of the AoE. AoE... Like, a unit is an AoE, and I don't care. Like, okay, cool. Like, it doesn't... I just don't think AoE is that useful, like, almost ever. Like, there's not situations where it's like, oh, Jesus, if only I had an AoE character. You know, it's not 2015, 2016 anymore, where that really matters. It's not. Okay, this... 241k. Yeah, dude, I mean, he gets 60% on Super and 60% on his 18 key, right? With guard. He is guarding. Once you start to get to, like, this level... 250 with guard, like, he's looking good, right? Like, this is where even the red zone fights will do damage to him, but, you know, like, he's looking good. All right, so here, we'll take that. All right, so boom. So he's at 11.4 with it. You know, he's got all these buffs active. He's got 50% support from Kid Buu. He's got all these buffs. You know, he's got a bunch of these links. Like, that's sort of, like, I guess what Grade 8 Vegeta's looking like, kind of like maxed out. I mean, it is unfortunate, right? Because we directly compare that. You're at 325. Let's have you get super attacked right here. I would like... So, Grade 8 Vegeta, we could transform into Grade 8. I do want to get that in this video. In order to transform into the Grade 8, we have to be below 40% HP. So, I want that. All right, this should do decent damage. Yeah. Not enough, though. Great. King Vegeta might have died right there if I put him in Style 1. Oh, I have not mentioned... Grade 8 Vegeta is on the 200% leader skill. Remember that Majin Vegeta? It's so... Dude, Majin Vegeta's design was so poor in needing the Trunks. Because Majin Vegeta's 200% covers every single Vegeta character. So it's almost like the team is better just running, like, full Vegetas, basically. But, like, you have to have a Trunks for Majin Vegeta, right? Like, it's bizarre. It's very, very odd, I guess. Maybe I should have Majin Vegeta eat that. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so we have this turn. We'll just keep getting rotations here. I'll keep showing you guys what this guy looks like. Keep in mind that this is like an overly kind of like wanked situation for Grade 8 Vegeta. You know, fighting a Goku is great without fighting a Vegeta. Like, he's better, of course, but like it doesn't, you don't need Vegeta for him to be good. Vegeta, I've found to just be a million times, this is going to do like double digits. I've found Vegeta to be a million times better when you're fighting a Goku enemy. Like, it makes such a big difference. The key is so important for him. Okay, this is good. We're taking a lot of damage now. Remember, to use the Grade 8, we have to be under 40% HP. Let me see what our health is right here. You know what would be great is using the final explosion. We're above 40%. I guess... Oh, damn. Do this. We'll do this. Hopefully Goku supers right away. Super. Damn. Super. I want to get Grade 8. No, not you. Damn, okay. I might just do like one more turn right here, and then I think we're going to go switch over to... I would like to do a fight where Grade 8 Vegeta just doesn't have a Goku enemy, because, of course, no Red Zone fight right now is against Goku, right? Red Zone is what matters, and right now, like, Vegeta going in there is not going to have those buffs. Today, we're going to take Vegeta... Oh, wow. Okay. This is I've seen this animation like 5 times. Apparently, we got this Vegeta. I'm going to let this Vegeta get a super attack right here. And then I think I'm just, because, dude, this is a very uncommon, I've not gotten this a lot, right? We're going to get this, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut, and I'll come back either when we have another rotation that I want to show, or we're able to use Grade 8 Vegeta, or something along those lines. But let's get this animation in here. This is a very rare one, right? Yeah, take the monkey breath right there. There you go. All right, we'll come back in a sec when I get another rotation I want for Vegeta. We'll let this play one more time, right? Again, I have not seen this. I've seen this only a handful of times. All right, guys, here we go. So we are able to get the Great Ape transformation. We could do that. It's an active skill when HP is 40% or less. So let's go and do this. Let's transform into Vegeta's Great Ape mode. I mean, this certainly could be something that would be helpful in any difficult content. Buying you a little bit of extra time, a little bit of time of invulnerability certainly can be useful. It is good because it's guaranteed, right? Like, you just get below 40% HP and you know you can use it. That's better than, like, the Great Apes that have, like, a chance and stuff like that, like LR Baby, right? This is definitely better that we could choose when to do it. Alright, so Great Ape Vegeta here, the one special ability he has is that he gives himself an extra 5 ki at the start of turn. So it is going to be pretty easy for Vegeta to be able to do powerful super attacks like that, right? The fact that he's giving himself 5 ki at the start of turn is definitely handy. I do think that Cell probably has a better Great Ape transformation, though, because Cell is the guaranteed crits. To me, I think the guaranteed crits is probably the best. Like, I think every Great Ape character, Giant character, Rage character moving forward should do guaranteed crits. To me, I feel like that will help make up a little bit for the potential, like, lack of links and stuff like that. I think the guaranteed crits can really help you do at least some decent damage, for sure, right? So, all right, here we saw Vegeta's Great Ape transformation. I think Vegeta can be Great Ape either 1 or 2 turns. Yeah, here we go. We actually did get another turn, right? That's good. So now we could do just a little bit of extra damage, but I guess if you guys look, I mean, to be fair, this is type disadvantage, but I guess this just feeds into what I'm saying, where I think that all these Great Apes need guaranteed crits. Because, like, look at this. We're doing, like, this is cool. It looks pretty, right? The animations are nice because they're modern 2022 animations. But look at the damage we're doing to this Goku. We're doing nothing. We're doing literally nothing to this guy, right? Like, we haven't even removed 1 health bar yet. So that is definitely going to be, you know, something that's a bit of an issue there. Not getting any crits, not really. I guess we are at least getting some additionals, which is good. But that's where those guaranteed crits that, again, I think AGL Cell has are just very, very impressive. I guess we'll just let this turn play out, and then let's do a fight where we are not fighting a Goku. I think it's a huge buff for Vegeta when we're actually fighting a Goku character. So on this next turn we do, this next fight we do, we'll just see how Vegeta does when we're not fighting a Goku. Because right here, right, I'm sure people are watching this like, this guy Truth is crazy. He's so good. He's doing 11 million attacks at nonstop. He's got guard and stuff like that. But I feel like once you take him out of his best element, which is against a Goku, you know, and you're not running like these shattering the limit, you know, characters next to him and stuff like that. And, you know, his flaws get exposed real fast, but I don't know. Maybe we could certainly make him very powerful or look very good. Well, I'm going to take him against both Broly and Omega. So we'll see. Certainly the Vegeta and Trunks unit being on the team is going to help. Again, remember that Vegeta is on a 200% leader skill on Majin Vegeta's team here, so hopefully we can make some noise. Alright guys, jumping in, let's see what we got right here. So now we are not fighting a Goku. As we can see, this is where Ki potentially could come into a little bit more of a problem. We are going to get hit at the start of turn though, so we are going to be able to proc that 18 Ki super, but this is where the design flaws I've mentioned several times come into play, right? In order for Vegeta to get this 18 Ki super attack, we have to place him in slot 1. And in order to do that, right, that means he's not going to get his massive defense on super, right? And that's just where it's kind of like, I wish they would have made up their mind to give you, like, an exact spot to place him. Because right now, he's just, like, very, very, like, people would say a character like UI Goku is very RNG heavy. And I agree. But guess what? So is, like, a Namek Goku is really RNG reliant. I think Great Ape Vegeta is as well. You know, where enemy attack placements are, how the key orb field is looking, like, these matter greatly for Great Ape Vegeta, for how impressive he is going to be on any given turn, right? So with Majin Vegeta, he has Saiyan Warrior Race and Saiyan Lineage. Again, this is where his horrible link set is going to come into play as well. We're not really going to be getting all of the, like, links we'd want active. Yeah, look at the huge drop in damage, right? So now his damage becomes just more or less unimpressive. I mean, we'll get, you know, King Vegeta on rotation with him in a second here, right? We can get some other support units and stuff like that, but this is where this unit just sort of falls off significantly. Now, Kaioken Goku, of course, does have... There is a huge difference for him between, you know, fighting Vegeta with version Z Goku on rotation to, you know, no version Z Goku and not fighting Vegeta, for sure. But I feel like Kaioken Goku's, like, minimum or, like, normal rotation, normal situation is much more powerful, much stronger than Great Ape Vegeta. There's a couple of... I wish Great Ape Vegeta, like, they made Kaioken Goku like an offensive missile nuking launcher. I wish they would have made Vegeta the same thing, but defensively, right? I feel like they could have given him more, giving him a huge more amount defense at the start of turn. You know what I think really would have made Vegeta a problem? If he got defense when he's hit, but I think make it a many turn buff. So I think you know, right now, Vegeta gets the 3-key 30% attack within the same turn when guard is activated. I would say expand that to 5 turns. Make that a 5-turn buff when he's hit. Give him attack, give him defense, right? That's the type of thing I think would make Vegeta much more impressive overall. So let's get a rotation or two here, and then we'll finish up. Again, we'll go ahead and test out Vegeta against Broly. We'll use him against Omega. We'll see how things are going to go, how well he can tank in these tough fights, right? I really wish he was, you know, getting defense or something. Because his 18-key super, it not having a super attack effect is just utterly bizarre to me. Like, it's an AoE. I don't care. I am not, like, a huge AoE guy, right? The other thing, too, is, of course, I would much rather they really pushed Vegeta with the defensive abilities, stronger defense rather than offense. But if he had maybe a built-in additional, or like a chance to crit in his passive as well, I feel like a lot of times those go unnoticed for a lot of people, especially when characters have built-in chances to crit. People often overlook that. But that adds a lot of additional firepower to characters. That's why, you know, Physical Super Saiyan 3 Goku, one reason he could be so impressive is all the crit chance he's got. You know, same thing with LR SCR Kaioken Goku. And it's just Great Ape Vegeta and Majin Vegeta just have, like, none of that, right? Like, it's like they have those same sort of issues. Alright, so I think we'll probably make this the final turn. Let me know what you guys think about our boy LR Great Ape Vegeta, how impressive he is. I know he looks very impressive on paper. I mean, we're on the 200% leader skill buff, which certainly helps him. We'll go to, whatchamacallit, these red zone fights, and we'll see if we can make it work, right? Fighting some of these tough red zone bosses, if they're able to slow down Great Ape Vegeta, or if Great Ape Vegeta is just able to cook like crazy, right? So, let me know what you guys think overall about our boy LR Great Ape Vegeta, if you think he's super good, if you want to summon for him, all that good stuff. I would say he's good, but there's just, you know, again, a lot of flaws that come to light once you start using him. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.